Hi fam, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Carolyn Ann and my channel is a lifestyle channel where I do mainly budget videos, sip and sip videos, lock videos, and other random videos thrown in here and there. Today's video is going to be a sip and sit. Today's drink is going to be a wine cooler. It's the Seagram's Jamaican Me Happy. This is my favorite drink. So we are going to put this in my glass and we're going to get started. Today's video is going to be an update on things that have been going on with me, budget changes, medical issues, vacation, family and friends, and work. So I have all of my notes right here in my binder. So if you see me look down, that's what I'm looking at. So let's get started. And the first thing that we're going to go over is work. What's been going on in work? Guys, work has been stressing me out to no ends. And it's not the job. The job is to me is pretty easy. I can get the job. It's pretty much the people that I work with. I am working with a bunch of toddlers. And it's all this. She's the lowest one on the totem pole. She has to do this. She has to do this. All of us get paid the same and all of us do the same job. So why they keep trying to put it off on me, or why the one guy keeps putting it off on me, I don't know. But I got to the point where I have learned to just walk away. But it all came to a head Tuesday. We each take turns. There's 3 of us in the area that I'm working with. So we each take turns doing the daily and the monthly reports. Well, the guy that's doing it now, he really doesn't know how to do it, but he's been in this job for 23 years. And the lady that works with him, she always covers for him. So he's supposed to do the end of month Tuesday. He decided since he didn't know how to do it, he was going to take off. So guess who that left has to do the end of month. So I got so frustrated, I sort of snapped at my supervisor and I walked off to calm down. I did come back and apologize to my supervisor, explain what was going on, because she knows the guy and everything. So I asked her if I can take the next day 2 days off, because I was off Friday, but I asked her if I could take Wednesday and Thursday off, just take vacation days. And she said no one had it, so just go ahead. So I had to get away from there, because good money is not always good money, if that makes sense. Just because the money is good does not mean that the job or the environment is good. So with that being said, I am trying to figure out different ways to channel my stress, because I noticed that I have been getting pains here and here in my shoulder blade from stress. And I only get it when I'm at work and I'm dealing with these particular people. Enough about work, because I want my weekend to be great. The next thing that we're going to talk about is medical issues. And I guess we will start with my mom. My mom has arthritis and she's been having it for a while. She walks with a cane most of the time. Sometimes she doesn't need it, but she still uses a cane. It gets to the point where sometimes she is hurting so bad that she can't walk without being in pain. They give her pain pills and different things like that. Come to find out, she's not getting enough circulation in her leg. So they're telling her different exercises to do. She has to change her diet. So she has to stay away from starches and she has to watch her calories of what she eats. So that's that with my mom. She will be turning 80 on the 29th. And for her to be 80, she is in pretty good health. She gets around. She does what she needs to do. Her mind is really good and she's doing well to be coming up on 80. We're going to give her a little birthday dinner. I wanted to give her a party, but she doesn't want anything big. She said just a few family and friends. My family is coming in and a few of my friends are coming in because of the old school. So we're going to give her a little celebration, just dinner and conversation, things like that, so that she can just enjoy her 80th birthday. She doesn't want me to go all out, so I'm not going to go all out because that's her request. So that we will be doing Friday. The other medical issue is my husband. My husband has gout, and he has been having problems with his gout. It's in his foot, then it moves up to his hands. So it moves different areas. So there's certain things that he can't eat, like beans and peanuts and red meat and any organ meat and asparagus, spinach. So, you know, shrimp. It's different things that he can't eat. With that being said, I have to watch what I feed him, and I have to watch what I feed my mom. I'm just in the middle, and I'm trying to come up with a good meal for the three of us. Because, of course, if I'm altering their food, I'm going to alter mine so that, you know, I don't have to worry about cooking two different meals. So remember this conversation when it gets to the budget part of the conversation today, because I will be making some budget changes. So let's talk about the old school. You have seen me doing the old school and collecting money and all that stuff. The old school is Saturday, the 29th, which is my mom's birthday, but we're giving her her celebration on the Friday, the 28th, and then my nieces are going to take her on a picnic on her birthday. So she will be doing something on her birthday. She just chose, since we are going to the old school and she knows we go every year, that we can celebrate her on the 28th. So that was agreed upon. I have family and friends coming from Texas, Oklahoma, Florida. We have different people coming in for the old school, and what the old school is a concert. It's a live concert, and they have a whole bunch of groups come in. And I did put the flyer in one of my videos. If I can find that flyer again, I will put it in this video. But we are going out tomorrow. Well, my husband and my brother-in-law are going out tomorrow to set up the RV and make sure that they have the tents up and everything is ready for Saturday morning. So they can set the tents up and the RV the night before, and then Saturday morning we'll go out to the old school. We're usually there from the time it opens, and the actual acts start at 11 o'clock, but we will probably be out there from 9 till probably about midnight, 1 o'clock. I'm not sure how long we're going to be out there. And then Sunday, we are going to what's called King of the Grill. And after we do the King of the Grill, we will go to my sister-in-law's motorcycle club. So we have the whole weekend planned out, and we're going to really enjoy ourselves and show our guests a really good time before they have to go back on Monday. So let's move on to my budget and my budget changes. And before I forget to mention, I did do a fresh retwist on my hair, and my hair is really growing. I call myself going to do what I call a soft retwist, and I was just going to retwist the front of my hair and leave the rest alone until next month. My daughter is going to retwist my hair again. At this point, she probably won't have to, because I started out on the front, and an hour and a half later, my whole entire head was done. So I can never do anything just half-assed. So excuse my language, but my husband talks about that all the time. So vacation. Me and my husband will be taking vacation from June the 12th through June the 19th. We will be returning on the 20th. So we'll be down there all those days. My granddaughter had a baby, so we're going to see my great-grandbaby. My son is 90 miles from her, so we'll be going back and forth. And we're going to see a lot of our friends that live there. One of them is here today for the old school, and we'll be going down there to see him. And his mother will be cooking for us and things. Our anniversary is on the 14th, so we will also be celebrating our anniversary down there. So now let's move on to the budget changes. If you have noticed in my budget that I increased my lunch as well as the grocery budget. I'm sorry, I need to take a sip. Okay, let's discuss the lunch. I increased my lunch from $40 to $50, and it may not seem like much, but since I took this new position, I'm in a new building, so it is hard for me to take my lunch because it is a whole bunch of people in this building, and I don't like putting my food in a community refrigerator because of the simple fact that I don't know, you find people looking in your food and seeing what you have, and I just don't like that. The other building that I was in, there was just 3 of us, so we all sat in the same area, so we used the same refrigerator, and it was just the 3 of us, so we knew what to do and what not to do. However, where I am, there are a whole bunch of people, and a lot of the people just don't care. They're nasty and they don't care. And I don't feel comfortable putting my food in a community refrigerator. So I increased my lunch so that I can eat lunch at work. However, for the last couple of weeks, I have not been eating lunch. I've been working through lunch because I haven't been hungry. And it's probably because I had been stressed at work. And when I'm stressed, I don't eat. I have no appetite. So I'm working on that because I do need to start eating. I may not use the whole $50. Whatever I don't use will go back into the bucket. Now, for the groceries, remember the conversation about the health issues and the change of the way they need to eat? That's why I increased my budget for my groceries. Eating healthy costs, and I try and keep healthy food that is not processed. When it comes to purchasing food that is healthy, it costs a little bit more than what it does when you're just buying processed food. So that is why I increased my budget, so that I can make sure that I'm getting healthier choices for my husband and my mom, and of course for me. But off of the $75 that I was using, that wasn't going to happen. So I needed to increase my budget to compensate for that. Let's talk about my savings challenges. And everyone has been asking me about my savings challenges. I have 3 savings challenges. And yes, whenever I get through with them, they will go to certain buckets. So what me and my husband have decided to do is to do away with the 7-month savings challenge. And the reason why we decided on that one is because it will be fully funded in July, and it makes more sense to do away with that one. So we will still have the 2 savings challenges. We're just going to do away with one, and that money will go into different buckets. Some of it will go into my debt snowball, because I stated to you that I wanted to have the student loan paid off by May. So instead of taking it out of my emergency fund or savings or anything like that, I decided to take it out of that particular category. The rest of it will be split up, and it will go into travel as well as vacation, so that we can have enough money when we go on vacation to really enjoy ourselves. So speaking of debt, come Friday, I will be paying off that student loan. You will see that reflected in the next update, as well as my debt payoff update. I do have one other thing that I needed to talk to, and I should have talked about this with the medical for my husband. He had to go in and he had to get 2 procedures. My husband has high blood pressure, and when he originally found out, his blood pressure was so high that it was dangerous and it was affecting his kidneys. In his high blood pressure subscription, he has a kidney medicine that is built into that. And every once in a while, they have to check his kidney. Well, with him having gout, his uric acid is extremely high. So they were concerned about his kidney. So they sent him in for an ultrasound, and they sent him in for a heart scan and an MRI, just so that they can get a brief look at where he's at and make sure that he's okay and doesn't need dialysis or anything like that, which we don't believe he does. But that incurred costs, which had to be paid up front. So I did have to pull from my emergency fund to fund that. But that came up to like $400 and some, almost $500 that needed to be paid for. He told them, we're not going to do this because we don't have the money right now. And I told him, yes, we do. It's very important. So I will pull it from the emergency fund so that you can go and get it done, because that is what it's there for. So now I will be replacing that. I'm in no hurry to do it because my emergency fund is fully funded and it's over $1,000 that I have saved in there. So I'm going to replace that as I go. I know that you have seen that my uploads have been a little scattered here and there, and it's not consistent. However, I do get the videos up. I get 2 videos up a week. It's just not when I scheduled them to be up. And that is due to a lot of stress I've been going through and just me having to take some me time. I know we stated this before, but I am trying my best to make progress there. I'm sitting here right now looking at a calendar that I keep up every day. My calendar still says March. I have not changed it to April or May. So I'm going to work on that. I'm going to work on my budget because I have not done June's budget yet, and June is right around the corner. So I started on that today, and I will be having a lot more time on my hands because my mom will be going back to Texas with my sister for 2 months, and I'm going to spend that downtime where me and her will be running the streets and doing our thing. I'm going to spend that time catching up on things and making a schedule and just getting on board with everything. Right now, I am working on a business plan. I am trying to come up with a business name. I had and I still do have an Etsy shop, but I don't really use that anymore. What I'm working on now is getting my own website. Coming up with the business name that I want and that's catchy for me, that will represent everything that I am selling. The name that I have now, it is not for everything that I'm selling. It's just for one part of what I'm selling. So I want to change that name to reflect everything. Oh, another thing that I'm working on, I had a suggestion from a subscriber. He's a fellow YouTuber, and I had been thinking of this, and when he mentioned it, it just put it back at the front of my mind. But I am trying to decide if I'm going to sell t-shirts or some kind of merch that says, "Hey fam," on it. So we're going to look into that and see what would be the best route to go. But like I said, I had thought about it, and I put it on the back burner, and then he brought it up. Thank you, and you know who you are. So I'm going to leave his information if you want to check his channel out because he makes some really good videos as well. He is in the budget community, and I really enjoy his videos. So that is all for this video, fam. Please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification button so that you'll be notified next time I upload a video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, fam.